Hey everyone, this is Zach with MTG Poke Hero, and we are going to be continuing our Ixalan spoiler series. We are going to be looking at the rest of white because everything has been spoiled. So let's get to it. So our first card is Bishop Soldier for 1 and a white. It's a vampire soldier common with lifelink for a 2/2. We've seen these. It's a bear with lifelink, so I mean it's good in limited. Possibly in standard, we'll have to figure out really where the 2-drop slot looks like for vampires, but all in all, not a bad card. The next one is Paladin of the Bloodstain, so for 3 and a white, whenever it enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 vampire creature token with lifelink, and it's a 3/2. I like it in limited, and I think that's the only place it should see play. The next one is Queen's Commission, for 2 and a white, create 2 1/1 white vampire creature tokens with lifelink. It's okay. We're not going to I don't think we'll see any tokens decks coming out, and I'm not sure if this is where the vampires really want to be at in their 3-drop slot, but all in all, I think it's a really good card for limited. The next one is Vampire Zeal, so for a white, target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. If it's a vampire, it gains first strike until end of turn. All in all, it's a pretty good combat trick for limited. And if you have got like the vampire limited deck, you get first strike on top of that. It's really good. But all in all, I think that's really where it's going to stay as unlimited. The next one is Ritual of Rejuvenation. So for 2 and a white, you may gain 4 life and draw a card. It's not a bad rate. For 3 mana, you basically get a draw card and gain 4 life. It's pretty good. I can almost see this in standard and sideboard decks. Maybe pair it with a Torrential Gearhulk, so that way you can end up gaining 8 life and drawing 2 cards down the road, which is a pretty good rate for a 3-drop. All in all, I think that's probably where it's going to. It might be able to be in standard and sideboard. In limited, it's pretty decent. Just being able to gain that 4 life and get some extra card advantage is great too. Inspiring Cleric, so for 2 and a white, for a vampire cleric, whenever it enters the battlefield, you gain 4 life, and it's a 3/2. As we mentioned earlier, gaining life is really good. Vampires seem to have this new feel to where they just need to be gaining life, so they can lose life to gain it. It's really interesting. We'll talk about a card later that seems to be the reason why that is. All in all, that was a good limited card. The next one is Glorifier of Dusk. So for 3 and 2 white, you may either pay 2 life and gain flying, or pay 2 life and gain vigilance for it. It's an uncommon 4/4. Limited, I don't see it make it standard. It's a little bit too high, so for a 5-drop, but all in all, I think in limited it's a pretty good bomb to be able to have. Just being able to either, protect itself and it invades, just being able to get it flying. So all in all, not too bad. The next one is Kajeli's Collar. So for a white, dinosaur creature, dinosaur spells you cast 1 less to cast. And it's a human cleric for a 0/3. I love it. I'm excited. So now we have, out of all the Naya colors, each one has some way to ramp up. I think this is really cool. I think for a 0/3, it dies to most of the removal, which is okay. So all in all, we'll see how it goes. So you can go Naya, you can even go red-green. I heard people talk about green-white dinosaurs. But all in all, we will see. This is definitely something I will be working on. The next one is Imperial Aereo Sword. So for 3 and a white, flying, whenever it enters the battlefield, another target creature you control gets +1/+1 and gains flying until end of a turn for 3/3. Limited is great. Everybody knows. So basically for 4 mana, you get a 3/3 flyer, and you get to make one of your other guys. You get +1/+1 and gain flying. It is awesome for limited. The next one is Looming Altasaur. So for 3 and a white, it's a dinosaur. It is a 1/7. This thing is massive. It is a wall. And I think you will only play it in limited. Actually, I don't think I know. That's where it belongs. The next one is Pterodon Knight. So it's a human knight for 3 and a white. Whenever Pterodon Knight has flying, as long as you control a dinosaur for a 3/3. It's not too bad. It might actually work pretty good with Altasaur. So that way it gains flying naturally, or you can pair it off with another Altasaur with another dinosaur, but all in all, pretty good and limited. Won't see standard play. Raptor Companion, this might see standard play. So for 1 and a white, you get a 3/1 Raptor. It's so cute. I want it. You can tell he's trying to keep it all wrangled up, but it doesn't want to be there. I love the flavor text. A Raptor will follow any order as long as that order is hunt, kill, or go for the guts. All in all, it's pretty decent. I think it can see standard play. We'll just have to see maybe in like a really aggressive dinosaur deck. But then again, you know, the dinosaur deck is the deck everybody's going to be working on, and I hope this can see a spot. The next one is Shining Aereo Sword. So for 4 and a white, flying for a 3/4. It's okay. I prefer the other one, but all in all, it'll be limited. The next one is Steadfast Arm Sword. So for 3 and a white, you get a uncommon dinosaur with vigilance, and you can have 1 and a white, tap it. It deals damage to its toughness to target creature blocking or blocked by it. It's pretty, I mean, just being able, so say if you've got a 4/5, you attack it, it blocks, and then response, tap it, deals the rest. Pretty good. I think it's got limited potential. I don't think you'll see standard, which is okay. Limited goodness. I just like how this one looks. It's this Territorial Hammer Skull. So for 3 and a white, whenever a Territorial Hammer Skull attacks, tap target creature and opponent controls, and it's a 2/3. It's just an intimidating dinosaur that it just locks its opponent down. It's really good for limited. Just being able to tap a creature and opponent controls whenever it attacks, removes a blocker. Great card. The next one is Bright Appraisal. So for 4 and a white, destroy target attacking creature. Draw a card. Not bad, you know. It's creature removal, and you get a draw card. Limited All-Star. The next card is Demi Stefani. No, Demystify. For white, destroy target enchantment. Maybe in standard, obviously we have the land enchantment, so that's going to be something that will be really good. So probably standard sideboard. You probably won't really play it in limited, so it just really depends on where we'll see this, if enchantments are a really big thing. The next one is Emissary of the Sunrise. So for 2 and a white, it has first strike. Whenever it enters the battlefield, it explores. So for 3 mana, you get a 3/2. Potentially. It's okay. Decent rate and everything like that. All in all, limited is probably where it will most definitely see all the play. Not all of it. You'll pick stuff better than this, and that's okay. The next one is actually the first one in a cycle of 1-drops with about 8 mana worth of abilities. This is Encampment Keeper. So for 1 white, you get a creature hound with first strike. You may pay 7 and a white, sacrifice it. Creatures you control get +2/+2 until end of turn. This is definitely was built for limited. Just a late game sync to be able to, boost all your guys. It's definitely a white card for sure, and that's okay. Next one is Leash Attachment. So for 2 and a white, destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. It's a decent rate. I think it will be in limited, and that's probably where we'll see. We've got better removal in standard and in every other format. The next one is Imperial Interdiction. So for 3 and a white, it's an enchantment aura for a common enchant creature. Whenever it enters the battlefield, you gain 2 life. The enchanted creature can't attack or block. Pretty good removal for limited. Rallying Roar. So for 2 and a white, creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn, and then attack them. It's pretty good. It's definitely a combat trick that we'll see in limited. Sheltering Light. So for 1 white, target creature gains indestructible until end of turn and scry 1. It's a possibility for if we got some kind of white aggressive deck in standard. But all in all, I think it'll stay unlimited. I hope we get some kind of white aggressive deck. I've talked about it, and hopefully we'll see something. The next one is Slash of Talons. So for white, instant Slash of Talons deals 2 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. We've seen cards like this before. I think it was Gideon's Approach does it, if I remember correctly. and it deals damage. I mean, all in all, it's really unlimited. The next one is Sunrise Seeker, so for 4 white, it is a human scout with vigilance. Whenever it enters the battlefield, it explores. And it's a 3/3. So basically, you can get a 4/4 vigilance for 5. It's decent rate and limited, and that's probably where it needs to stay. I like, though, how he's riding his Brontosaurus, and he's just hanging out and chilling. Now, this was the major card that maybe putting vampires out. It is Access to Morality. So for 4 and 2 white, at the beginning of your upkeep, you may have 2 target players exchange life totals. It's definitely Commander. There you go, guys. Maybe the standard, if they can make it last long with all of the vampires losing life and everything like that. And gaining life, be able to take somebody down, but all in all, it's okay. It's not my favorite, but it probably will see play in Commander. Alright guys, that's the rest of all the white cards. That is it for those. We are done with them. We're going to be moving on to our next color. And then, if you guys like our page, please like, add us, subscribe, hit the notification when that pops up so you can get access to all of our new videos. And again, my name is Zach, and may the top decks be forever in your favor. Thanks.